The first hitter I'm showing here is Lombardozzi. I coached him in 2010 with the Washington Nationals high A ball team, and he's really come a long ways. You can see his back foot sideways. A major league hitter, there's Sammy Sosa, kind of across the body feel, Pete Rose. Big league hitters keep the back foot sideways in order to stay on the baseball. I mean, look at that back foot on that ball. I mean, he's an old timer, and it's natural. Look at Ryan Braun. You don't turn your base. You get off of your base when you transfer into your front side, but you're rotating your core, not your hips, not your feet, your core. And then your hips get turned, your core, and then your feet get turned. Now you bring your knee in a little bit. You get a little lateral pinch from your knee to keep your weight underneath you, and to slow down your approach. But look at Barry Bonds right there, sideways, back foot sideways in order to stay on the baseball. It's just it's something you have to do. George Brett, one of my favorite all-time hitters. I remember I was catching. We had about 8 hits left to go. There's a long story behind that, but I won't go into it. Chipper Jones. Okay, and he's kind of come off in it real easy. He's taken a lot of weight off it, but he's returning. All right, Mike Piazza. Look at his back foot. His back foot is firm on that ground. Quick return. Quick transfer return instantly. You know, it's going to get rotated as your core turns. There's Juan Gonzalez, of course, the classic cross the body, down the bowling alley kind of thing. I mean, you don't open up to hit an inside pitch. You cut the corner. You stay closed and cut the corner. That's what young players they don't understand. They think, and I remember as a young player, right before I go into that, I'm going to show you Albert Pujols. He looks like he rotates because he gets so far off of his back foot that it looks like it rotates. But then when you look here, you can see it's sideways. Okay, it's sideways here. All right, you can see the back foot sideways. But, you know, it just depends on how much weight you get off of that back foot and into your front side, because you cannot separate your weight shift from your swing. Your weight shift and your swing, they're inseparable. Right here's Hamilton. He gets a great weight shift. All of his weight's off. But as you'll notice, he's going to firm up the back leg right after his back foot sideways. Then he's going to firm it up. Another comment about the weight shift is that when you're shifting your weight, when you make contact, your bat will always be in lag. It's the pitchers at the big league level, really at any level. Prince Fielder, I played with his dad, Cecil. And same thing there. Okay, now here's a guy, Robinson Cano. He puts so much force into that front side. I say he spikes the scale, the weight shift scale, and you'll see a little later where his back foot's sideways when he has to buy a little bit of time. Okay, now I showed you Ryan Zimmerman because a few of these you can see it looks like he gets some rotation, but there again, he's not rotating it. All right, he just kind of keeps it where it is because it's an upper body core turn with a weight shift, and you land slightly open to create a greater hip shoulder separation that creates the X factor. The more, gives you more twist. But ultimately, I mean, look at Kirk Gibson. You wonder why old timers were able to hit across their bodies because you don't rotate. Okay, Bryce Harper, this is the younger generation. Look, his back foot sideways. It'll go sideways, and then it'll turn at the end. It'll get turned. There it goes at the end. There it was. Sideways, and then it's going to rotate. I call that the kickstand. Okay? Most hitters, like I said, their whole at bat, they won't even, they'll get off the back foot, but they're going to firm up their legs to keep the pressure between their legs in order to be able to maintain their posture after they swing or after they hit the ball. Look. And Mark McGwire shows you how to hit for power by keeping sideways.